loan spell with Cheltenham.
Yeah.
Talk us through how that season went for you. It must have been an amazing experience.
It was unbelievable. Won a lot of games. I had a very high, had a really good experience with them, but also I had a low experience with my injury and stuff. But I feel like I wanted to go out there and just learn a lot more about the men's game, first team football. Gary Johnson helped me out a lot with that, and I'm thankful to the club for that experience.
Yeah. I mean, maybe talk us through that injury then, because of course it came in a game when you scored a hat trick from defence. I mean, it was a real high for you in that regard. But then to get injured and be out for so long must have been a bit of a setback and a kind of challenge to you personally.
Yeah, no, it was, because it was a really good game for me up until then, scoring a hat trick. But yeah, it was probably one of the lowest I've been in my career. It was a tough time for me, but I'm thankful to the physios here. They really helped me get through it and made me come back stronger. Yeah,
and when you did come back, you returned to the club. I bet as soon as you found out Cheltenham wanted you to go back for the run-in and hopefully help them get promoted, you must have jumped at it.
Yeah, no, of course. I stayed in touch with them, to be fair. I sort of knew I was going to go back there, and even though I was injured and back here at Reading, I was still going to some of the games to see the boys and the manager, just to sort of keep in the loop. So yeah, of course, I was excited to go back there and finish off the season. Yeah.
Of course, you started the season here. You played in a couple of under-21s games, scored against Sunderland, and then went to play, in men's football for the first time, really, I guess. And tell us how it's different to playing under-21 football when you're playing in front of a few thousand.
Yeah, well, 21s football, it gets you prepared, on the technique side of things. There's some really good quality in those games, but I just felt like I needed to sort of, like I said before, get out there and experience first team football, the physicality of it, and also in front of fans. So yeah, I went out there and I really enjoyed that side of things as well. Yeah.
When you are playing in front of a few thousand at Modern Road, I mean, they'll let you know if you've been a bit soft, won't they? They'll tell you if and that's kind of what it's all about, playing in front of big crowds and actually people who it really matters to them.
Yeah, it does. I mean, that's the point. There's a load of fans watching those games, unlike in an under-21s game on a Monday afternoon. So yeah, like you said, those tackles, they mean a lot to the fans and stuff. So yeah.
And then, of course, as you mentioned already, Gary Johnson and the fans there, certainly welcomed you and things. And Gary's got a lot of experience in the game, like you said. He probably taught you a lot about what it means to play football at that level.
Yeah, no, he did, and he helped me with my weaknesses. Really helped me overcome them, and he always seemed to know how to get the best out of me. So.
And you were one of quite a few players who went out on loan and got experience in sort of like League One, League Two, National League. Yeah. Do you kind of keep an eye on what the other boys are doing too, see how they're getting on?
Yeah, no, just I'm interested to see how my mates are getting on. So yeah, keep in touch with them, of course.
And then to come back with the winners' medal, though, that must have been a really enjoyable thing, to have won like the last 5 in the 5 games on the bounce and to on the run-in.
Yeah, no, that was a really enjoyable experience.